Well, it looks like the Marvels has made a major change to their ending. In fact, it sounds like from what we've heard, whatever change that they have made to the ending of the film is a complete game changer and could actually take the movie up a notch. And it sounds like they actually could have added a pretty decent sized cameo to the ending of the Marvels. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm Warren Thompson, and the Marvels has a lot of buzz surrounding it right now, but not necessarily all in the best way. A lot of us are really hoping that this movie turns out well, that it's going to be a good movie. However, unfortunately, the movie already has a lot of hate. People expect it to fail. It's got crazy high box office numbers to hit to break even, and it's incredibly short. Right now, the latest that we've heard about its runtime is that it's set at 1 hour and 45 minutes. This would make it the shortest MCU film ever, beating the Incredible Hulk and Thor: The Dark World at 1 hour and 52 minutes. However, this new addition to the ending might change the runtime. And from what we've heard, they've altered the ending to make it connect with Secret Wars even more so. Now, we've already heard a little bit about the original ending, and it was indeed going to kind of connect to Secret Wars in a pretty decent way. But according to some of these insiders, it's going to connect even more now. So of course, we're going to dive into what they've said and break it all down. And of course, if you're new, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest The Marvel news and of course MCU news. And if you subscribe and leave a comment, you're automatically entered in our giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox Series X, a PS5, some Marvel Legends items, and some DC items as well. The winner picks one item, and we pick a winner at the end of each month. Only about a week to go. So the first report is seemingly coming from Grace Randolph, who states on Twitter, "Rumor has it they added a last-minute surprise to The Marvels. Beware spoilers." She then went on to state, "This is a new surprise that hasn't leaked yet. I'm not even 100% sure what it is." Now, of course, people are talking, and the rumors have already begun talking about what this could be. And we have some ideas, but first, let's hear what the other insiders are stating. Cryptic 4K Qual, who has a 100% track record right now with scoops, states this: "Just gonna say, from what I saw back then to now, that ending is a very big last-minute change. The F, 2 additional tickets bought for the Marvels." So Cryptic 4K Qual implies that this change is so good that additional tickets were bought for the movie. Whether this person was going to see the movie originally or not, it sounds like they definitely are now, implying that this very big change is very good. And to top it all off, another insider, Can We Get Some Toast, tweeted this: "It's true. Everything's starting to connect." They then posted a picture of the poster for the Marvels, the logo for Deadpool 3, and the logo for Avengers Secret Wars, implying and telling us that the Marvels ending will directly connect to Deadpool 3 and Avengers Secret Wars. Now, we already kind of knew a little bit about what the ending for the Marvels was supposed to be. No super huge spoilers in this, but from what we've heard, there's supposed to be an incursion happening towards the end of the film. We're not sure if they stopped this incursion from happening or not, but from what we've heard, one of the characters of the movie is supposed to wind up in another universe. So here's our theory of what could happen. If the Marvels is supposed to connect to Deadpool 3 and Avengers Secret Wars, then we could be seeing a cameo, possibly from a Fox X-Men universe, which means we could possibly see an X-Men cameo. If Captain Marvel or Monica Rambeau or Kamala Khan end up in another universe, perhaps they could be greeted by a Fox X-Men. Director of Deadpool 3, Sean Levy, has pretty much already stated, yes, there are going to be cameos in Deadpool 3, and no, we are not going to ignore the past Fox X-Men universes. So he pretty much said, yes, there are going to be X-Men cameos. Plus, not to mention, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine's going to be in the film, and we gotta imagine we're going to visit the universe where he's from, which of course is the Fox X-Men universe. So perhaps a character from the Marvels ends up in that universe. Perhaps we see a Wolverine cameo or a Professor X, Magneto. It could be anybody, and it could be Deadpool himself. Now, of course, this is just a theory. This is not confirmed in any way whatsoever. But if we are talking about what could create a lot of hype for the Marvels to go out and get people to see it, which is what Marvel Studios is trying to do right now, then teasing some of the original X-Men returning in Deadpool 3 would be a great way to do it. And it would greatly benefit not only the movie, but the MCU in general, and of course, Deadpool 3 itself. The hype for the Marvels, unfortunately, isn't the best it could be. The cast is currently on the sidelines and cannot promote the film due to the strikes happening right now. And of course, like I've mentioned, unfortunately, a lot of the hate for the first Captain Marvel film and Brie Larson and has bled over. So we know that Marvel Studios right now is looking for some type of way to increase the hype for the movie, and this is honestly a pretty good way to do it. Change the ending slightly, that way word gets out about the ending being changed and that sparks people's curiosity, and then put a pretty good cameo in the ending that makes people kind of freak out about it. So by doing this, one, people will want to go see the Marvels because they're going to want to go see the cameo. Even if you've heard what the cameo is, you're still wanting to go see it. If it's Deadpool, if it's Professor Xavier, if it's perhaps something like Robert Downey Jr. being Iron Man in a different universe, you're going to want to go see it even if you already know what it is. So that way, even if you had no interest in seeing the Marvels whatsoever, you'll still go show up to watch that movie just to see that cameo at the end. It's a good plan. Then at the same time, by possibly showing a different variant from another universe, that increases the hype of the MCU in general. Some fans have kind of complained that we're in the multiverse saga, but a lot of it doesn't feel really that connected, and we haven't really dove into variants that much yet. And universes haven't really crossed over that much. We've really only seen it in Spider-Man No Way Home and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. But even those movies weren't on the scale that we would have liked to have seen. So by finally showing us a different universe and a cameo of another character from that universe, that'll increase the hype for the MCU overall and the multiverse saga and what's to come, Deadpool 3 and Avengers Secret Wars. And of course, that will start to increase the hype for Avengers Secret Wars, starting to see different variants finally come into these movies. So overall, it's really not a bad plan for Marvel Studios to do this. Switch up the ending, throw in a cameo, get people talking about it. Of course, the only question that we have right now is, which cameo is it going to be? What exactly is this ending going to be? We are pretty sure the ending is most likely still going to involve an incursion and somebody going to a different universe. From there, that person will see that cameo. This makes the most sense because we haven't really heard anything about much reshoots happening for the Marvels. So really just filming one person for one scene, just their little quick cameo, is ideal because it doesn't take that much more work. It doesn't take that much more work to add it to the film on top of the filming of it, but it could do a great deal of good for the Marvels, for Deadpool 3, for Avengers Secret Wars, and for the MCU in general. So overall, if this really is what they're doing, which it really does sound like it since 3 different insiders have stated they've all heard this, one of which says that they have seen the change and have now bought tickets for the movie, then this is a really good idea, and it sounds like it's going to be overall just increasing the quality of the film. But go ahead and let us know what you think about this in the comments down below. Who do you think this cameo is going to be? Who do you want it to be in a realistic manner? But again, like we've said, with the multiverse, literally anything is possible. So let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to stay up to date with the MCU. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter as well. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.